Hey everybody, what's going on? Today I am going to be working on updating the NorCal 86 Drive logo. This is the current logo that we have in just black and white form, but what I would like to do is try and update this to reflect the new designs that are coming for the 2022 Subaru BRZ and the 2022 Toyota GR86. Now, the overall shape of these cars is not really changing a whole lot, especially not from the front view, but the front bumpers are definitely seeing some tweaks and evolution of the design. So I'd like to have the logo reflect the new design style of the refreshed model cars. So today we're going to take a look at some images of the new car designs, and we're going to try and update our logo. By the way, the drawing program that I'm using is Inkscape. It is a popular program and it's available for free. So if you have a PC or Mac or even a Linux machine, you can download Inkscape and use it just as many graphic artists would use Adobe Illustrator. It has a lot of the same functionality. But you don't have to pay for an expensive program in order to do these things that I'm going to do here today. So check it out. So first thing we're going to do is try to open up an image of the new cars. I have this image here of the GR86 frontal shot. So we'll take a look at that, import that in here. Okay. Actually, what I'm going to try and do right now is take a little bit of a shortcut. We're going to use the trace bitmap function within Inkscape to just grab the overall image from this photo and turn it into a more basic tracing of the car. So let's see how this works. Try bumping up the color here. Let's do color. That actually looks pretty good. I'm going to try that. Okay. Look at that. That's pretty good looking. Yeah, that's basically two colors, red and black. I think we can make that work. Actually, I'm going to try that again with 5 colors. Just, yeah, I think that way it'll differentiate that side mirror a little bit better against the background. Take that out. Move this one over. Okay, yeah, I'll just clean it up a little bit. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. I just need to clean up this little shadow over here. There we go, not bad. Alright, so I've separated out the red paint on the body from the other details in the black areas, so maybe we'll just kind of develop both of these at the same time and see which one I like more. For the red one, I guess we can kind of fill in some of these spots here. Yeah, I'm gonna speed up this part here so that you don't have to watch and wait while I do all of this. It's actually hurting my eyes a little bit to be staring at all that red when I zoom in a lot, so I've actually changed the color temporarily to like a darker orange color. It's a little easier to work with when I zoom in, so I'm not just staring at a bright red screen. Okay, cleaned up most of the bottom portion here. Let's do a little bit of the roof. Ooh, this is ugly. Alright, I think I did a pretty good job cleaning up this image here. Just the basic silhouette outline of the front body of the GR86. So I think that looks pretty good. I may have to make a few more little minor tweaks to it, but I'm pretty pleased with how that looks so far. Alright, so I just added some side mirrors to the silhouette. I know it may look a little goofy, kind of makes the whole car look like a Martian now, but I guess you gotta somewhat stay true to the actual design. So there you have it. Also, in keeping with the previous design, I think I want to add the daytime running lights in the headlights to distinguish each car. You look back at the old design, I had distinctive daytime running lights designs within each headlight. So for the Scion FRS, the Subaru BRZ, and the Toyota 86, they each had their own design that was distinctive. And I'll try to do the same thing for the GR86 and the new BRZ. So yeah, I guess I'll just trace the outline of this. We'll trace this boomerang. Well, I guess on the BRZ it's called the boomerang. Not sure what they would call this on the 86. Now let's do the other side. I might want to move those down a little bit. Not bad. Although I think in the interest of styling and making it a little more distinct, I might take a little bit of creative license and scooch up the lights a little bit within the headlight housing. Maybe make them a little thinner, and that will make them stand out a little bit better. Alright, so I did a little more tweaking of the design, and I'm undecided right now about the headlights. I've added the twin headlights to the design, but I'm not sure if it makes the car look a little too alien-like or insect-like. Because, you know, if you look at the actual photo, the headlights aren't really that pronounced. They don't really stand out as part of the design, not nearly as much as the daytime running lights do. I think the daytime running lights obviously are an important feature or aspect of the frontal style. But here, I'll show you. If I turn off the headlights, that's what the silhouette would look like without the headlights. So let me know what you think of that. I think this style of just having the, you know, I don't know what you want to call these running lights. On the BRZ, they would be the boomerangs, but on this car, I'm not sure what you would call them. Maybe eyeliner. But in any event, this is the sort of style that would be consistent with the previous logo design I've got over here. Again, once again, you know, you don't really show the headlights, but you do show the LED running lights. And I think that is probably the most consistent direction that I've gone with. So I might stick with this, but let me know what you think in the comments below. But I think that's pretty much what I wanted to get accomplished with this design. So I'd say it's probably 95% finished at this point. Well, obviously I'm going to still have to do a little bit of work in terms of integrating it into the Three Cars logo. The basic structure of the car's silhouette, I think, is complete. So I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, now turning to the BRZ. I've got this image, another frontal image of the BRZ. I'm going to start by taking the existing silhouette that I've done for the GR86. I'll make a copy of it. I made it blue to represent the BRZ, and I'm gonna fill in these parts here. Alright, so now we have this kind of blank silhouette for the BRZ, and I'm going to turn the transparency back down and bring back the BRZ outline. And you might notice that it's not a perfect match. It doesn't have to be. My view on this is that my silhouette and logo design is meant to be kind of a artistic representation of the car. The problem is that the two shots I have, the frontal shots of the GR86 and the BRZ, are not perfectly identical. There's probably some slight variation in the angle from which the photos were taken, and so in this instance, my silhouette is based on a certain angle of the GR86, looking at it, you know, straight on. But this photo of the BRZ may have been taken from, you know, a different distance, maybe from a different height, and so, you know, based on optics and perspective, this view of the BRZ is going to be just slightly different from the perspective that we had of the GR86. But, you know, my intent here is to sort of just capture the general essence of the BRZ. So I think I'm going to be able to accomplish that, even if the proportions and angles aren't exactly perfect, or at least not matching exactly this photo. I'm going to sort of grab the key details from this photo, the main attributes of the BRZ, and bring them over to the silhouette that I started with the GR86. And I think that that's going to overall be a more consistent approach in order to, generate my logo and have, cars side by side that in terms of the overall silhouette, they look the same, but they're just going to have very subtle differences in the front fascia, and that's what I'm going to try and capture here. So now I can go in here and start tracing out the grill and the little openings here in the fascia, and that's what really makes the front of the BRZ distinct from the GR86. As you can see, pretty much everything else above that is identical. Okay, so I think the first thing we're going to trace is the grille, which I think is probably one of the most distinctive aspects of the BRZ's front fascia. It distinguishes the BRZ from the GR86 by having, I think the BRZ is characterized as having kind of a smile or happy face, whereas the GR86 has a frown or a unhappy face or an angry face, depending on how you want to look at it. But let's take a look up close at this, and we'll trace this. Want to trace it from the outside of the grill. That'll give us a more pronounced feature, I think. Okay, and that allows me to cut out the opening here for the front grille. Smiley face. Okay, and now we'll do the two, I don't really know what to call these, the side openings. I don't know if they're considered scoops or just air ducts. Or just side grill pieces. They could be air scoops, or they could be fake air scoops. I guess we'll give them the benefit of the doubt for now and just call them air scoops. So let's go ahead and cut those out as well. Alright, now I've got the cutouts on both sides done. Let's see how the silhouette looks on its own. Well, it looks kind of like a smiley. Kind of looks like a crying smiley, which, for better or worse, that is what the design kind of looks like. Again, I don't know if I like this look compared to the GR86. It looks a little goofy to me for a car, but it is what it is. All this does is represent sort of the simplified lines of the car. We could try and introduce some more fine details to the design to make it look a little more nuanced, but at the end of the day, these are the basic characteristics of the BRZ front fascia. I guess I can also add the boomerangs, the daytime running lights, into the headlights. Let's do that. yeah, not bad. Alright, this one's going to be a little harder to capture the fine details of. Let me take a look actually at the first headlight. Yeah, it looks like the point kind of reaches right to the edge of that headlight, so I'm going to use that as a reference point. Oh, that's not bad. Kind of gives a more distinctive look to the front of the BRZ. So I turned the opacity back to 100% so that we can see the silhouette now in its full blue color. Voila! What do you think? I think it looks pretty good. It's a pretty good representation of what the new BRZ looks like. You know, whether or not you like those side scoops is open to your own personal taste. Either you like it or you don't. Or maybe you're somewhere in the middle like me, and maybe it'll grow on you, but you need to give it some time. But overall, pretty pleased with how that turned out. Maybe what I'll do here is grab that silhouette and, well, let's just actually grab the GR86 silhouette and just copy that over here so that we can compare the two again. Yeah, so there you go. Side by side. GR86, BRZ. What do you think? If you have an idea about a particular product or use of this design on something, let me know in the comments. Anyways, that's all I have. I think I'm gonna end the video here. Stay tuned for... Hey everybody, just wanted to let you know that the merchandise has been updated on the 86 Drive store. All you have to do is visit the 86drive.com website and navigate up to the top and click on store. That will take you over to the Cafe Press store. You can always also just enter cafepress.com/86drive. And that will take you to our store as well. And what I've done is I've updated the sections of the store that have the 86 Drive logo, the NorCal 86 Drive logo in black and white, as well as the color logo designs are now updated, and they'll say right there, new, so you can find our newest products available now for purchase. If you want to show your support for 86 Drive and help us raise funds for our club, you can help us out by buying a nice t-shirt or maybe a drinking glass, even a mouse pad. All of these items have been updated with our new logo that we just walked through creating. So check it out, and thanks for your support. The design also looks great against a dark background. I've made a special version of the design that looks incredible on black or dark gray or really any color that's darker other than a white t-shirt. So you're going to have the option of getting something in a darker color as well. And you can now rock the latest logo featured on some of our products by going to our website at 86drive.com, or you can visit cafepress.com/86drive. Thanks as always for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and take care of yourselves.